What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Yo, man, I think Tim Tszyu. I don't know if it was his corner or if it was him who decided to let him keep on fighting like he did in that last fight. But I felt like somebody made a bad choice. If you watched the little live video I had when the fight was happening, when I saw the blood coming down out his head, I think it was at the end of the first round. And the way the blood was coming out of his head, I said it twice. They should stop this fight because the way that blood was coming down and where his cut was, it wasn't they weren't gonna be able to stop it from bleeding, and it was gonna come down in his eyes the entire fight. And I sit back and wonder, was it the was money the reason why he just went on through with that fight and took this L? Because if I like Fondura, and I was going for I wanted Fondura to win that fight, but without that, if he don't elbow Zoo in the head, from what I saw, Fondura was probably finna get knocked out. And I like Fondura. I like him a lot. Everything about him, his personality, his whole story. But if you watch how the fight went, and even with the blood coming down in Zoo's face, and I'm not a big Zoo fan like that, but I just try to keep it 100. Zoo was landing big shots at will before that elbow to the head, and I really felt like he was going to end up knocking Fondor out in about 4 or 5 rounds. That was the direction it looked like it was going in, and for the life of me, whoever put the show on should have stopped it. But if that's my fighter, and in the first round, after he came back that second round, I would have told him that we got to stop the fight. This need to be a no contest, whatever hell he lost anyway. But I would have stopped the fight as soon as it happened. And I think it should have just been a no. It should have been a no contest. I do understand from the promoter's standpoint, they didn't want to. It's bad enough they already Keith Thurman already not there. Now we get something like this, but if I'm the trainer, I would have told him, we gotta stop the fight. He can't fight like this. I mean, as soon as it happened, they had to know it wasn't gonna be no way they was gonna be able to stop that bleed. They had to know that. It ain't no way they didn't know that, and I felt like they put him at a disadvantage like that. Fighting, it's bad enough the dude 6'5" and Zoo 5'8", but he had to deal with the height, reach, being in another country, and now I got blood running down through my face all night, and I mean gushing. I it was no. I felt like as soon as that cut happened and the doctors knew it, they should have stopped. They have stopped fights for way less stuff than that. Way less stuff than that. And they let that fight go on. And I think a lot of that had to do with Keith having a bag out, and it's already a replacement fight. Now this happened. But it had been a good card the entire night. And that was an unfortunate situation. I'm not sending my fighter out there round after round under them circumstances. I think his team let him down, and I hope it wasn't because somebody's worried about getting paid. Because if I'm the trainer, I stopped that fight. I stopped that fight the minute it happened. When he came to the corner, I'm almost certain it was the first or second round. I can't remember exactly which round it was right now, but whichever one it was one or two. I think they could have got a no contest because we can't stop this bleeding. And it was clearly a foul. I don't think it wasn't intentional, but the damage had been done. And now who's to say what direction Zoo's career gonna go in? I mean, now I never thought he was this invincible killer. Don't get me wrong, but he, just in the first round or two, he showed me more than I expected as far as the way he was going about his work against Fondora. And I could tell he was coming in there to knock the big man out. And Fondura was not looking confident before all that bleeding and stuff happened. I'm not saying I like Fondura. I like Fondura. This ain't me trying to throw shade on him, but this just me keeping it 100. And I really kind of hate it for Zoo because, you know, he in a hell of a spot now with his career. I like to, you know, I got, you know, what direction he gonna go from here. You know, who he gonna fight now? You know, unless Charlo, I think Charlo would be the best fight for him. But you know, Charlo may not give him the fight now. Who knows? But I think his team, in my opinion, his team let him down. You know, because they shouldn't. You know, and now he don't even win the fight. They should not have. He should not have been forced to go through all that torture he went through, and now he done lost it and done lost his championship anyway when he was supposed to been in a non-title fight. I mean, Zoo got screwed all the way around in that deal. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tim Tszyu got screwed. Do I think he can beat Earl Spence? No, I do not. Do I think he can beat Terrence Crawford? No, I do not. But I think he can beat. I think he can. Them the only two in that division. I would say I don't think he can beat. I think anybody else, he probably you know. And I don't think he can beat Mel either. That's why I say I don't think Zoo is this invincible monster, but I do think he was gonna beat Fondura that night. You know, I wanted Fondura to win. I was going for Fondura, but up until the cut to Zoo head, the way the fight was going, it looked to me like Fondura didn't, was in big trouble. So I blame Zoo team. Hell, he lost anyway. I want to put my fighter through that. The way that blood was coming down, ain't nowhere in the hell they thought it was gonna stop. I just can't see them being honest with themselves, saying they thought that blood was gonna stop. I definitely didn't. And hell, I'm just a fan watching the fight. So you know, I hope Tim Tszyu can find his way back from this, and get back some way back into a championship position. But it might be hard for him because at some point, Bud and Earl gonna get their hands on them belts, and I don't think he can beat either one of them. I don't. I never have. I don't think he got a chance against either one of them guys. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like or subscribe. Till next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.